Couples as friends. Should that be a thing? Is that something we should even talk about? You hear people talk about relationships all the time. They talk about compatibility. Do y'all match in one form or another? Take this test to see if you're compatible. But when's the last time you heard someone talk about, are y'all friends? Do you like being around her? What do y'all do together that's fun? You see, a lot of people don't talk about that. And I think that is a greater predictor of relationship success than most other things. So today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why friendship is so important to dating and marriage. Hey guys, I'm David Maxwell with Thriving Man, and we help men conquer their everyday chaos and really live a thriving life. Well, one of the best parts of life is relationships. You're a guy looking for a girl, so you're dating, you're thinking of marriage, or you're married and you're like, okay, what do I do now to make our marriage stronger? And a lot of people never talk about the friendship aspect of relationships. And I think we should, because friendship is one of those things that a lot of people don't really emphasize much. And friendship is one of the greatest predictors of relational success. And one thing that a lot of people don't think of is that friendship is really crucial if you want a long-lasting romantic relationship. Anybody can be romantic in the short term, but you've got to really be close to someone if you want a long-lasting romantic relationship. So today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why friendship is so important to relationships. And it starts with dating and ultimately goes with marriage. Okay, the first thing we want to talk about is that friends like to be together. They just do. When you're with your friends, you like hanging out with them. You like being around them. Well, you want to have that same aspect to a relationship. If you're dating a woman, you want to be around her. And I don't just mean because she's beautiful, she's hot, whatever. You want to be friends with her. You want to find her as someone you enjoy being around, that you can laugh at things, you can do stuff together. A lot of guys have friends they love to hang around. They'll get together and they'll play online games. They'll go do frisbee golf or whatever. They'll go hiking, fly drones. They do a lot of things and they do it together. Well, you want to think about, do I do that with the women I'm dating? Do I do that with my wife? What do we do to build our friendship? And it starts with dating, because a lot of guys want to put their best foot forward. So they kind of play a part. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be your best person. You should. You want to present yourself the best way. But what a lot of guys do is they kind of morph and become whoever they think she wants them to be. So they never show their genuine self. So they're never able to build a real friendship. Because to be friends, you kind of got to let your guard down. You kind of just got to be yourself. And a lot of couples, they get together, they date for a long time, they get married, but they don't know how to do that. And then once they're married, it's almost like, well, wait, you're not the person I married. You're not the person who I would spend time with. You acted this way or that way. And the guy's like, well, yeah, I was doing that just to win you. Well, now I got you, so I can really be myself. Well, that's not fair. And plus, it's not going to make for a strong relationship. And what you want to do is when you're dating someone, you want to do those things that help you build that friendship side of your relationship. You don't want to just be romantic all the time. You want to do things. You want to go serve somewhere or have some hobbies that you do together or try new things together. You want to put yourselves in different situations because then you can see the real person. And that's an important part of relationships. Relationships should be about people being genuine, being real. You want to be that way in the relationship. You want her to be in that way in the relationship. And when you're genuine and real, you can build an authentic friendship. And that authentic friendship is one of the core foundations of a great, long-lasting romantic relationship. So you want to make sure you get that part right and you become friends. All right, the second thing we want to talk about is that tough times are easier with friends. The truth is, why do we have friends? Well, friends, they're fun to be around. We enjoy it. We can be ourselves around them. But friends also can help us when we're going through hard times. If you've ever gone through something tough and you got that friend who just comes alongside you and they're just willing to hang out with you, they're willing to help you, they're willing to do whatever's necessary, well, that's very important. Well, you want to have that in a relationship with a woman. You want to be friends who can be supportive because life can get tough. So you want to be able to support each other in that. You may go through something hard. She may go through something hard. Well, you want to have that really close relationship where you can build each other up. Because the truth is, people were designed to live together. We're designed to live in community, to be in relationships with other people. It's like our society today has gotten really into being by yourself. Oh, I'm an introvert. Everybody calls themselves that. But really, it's a denial of who we really are. We're designed to be in community. Even monks, in the early times of history, you had monks, you had monasteries. Well, they would go off to be a monk, but they did it in community. They didn't mostly go off by themselves. They went with a group of people. Or if it was just one person, he brought someone with him. You see this with the Apostle Paul. He always had people with him. Jesus had people with him. He had people around him. You want to do that too. You don't want to try to do life alone, and you don't want to try to handle all the tough stuff of life alone. That's why you want to build a great friendship with the person you're dating and then the person you're ultimately going to marry, because as you go through the tough stuff, you can support each other. You can help each other because you have that friendship. And you want to find a woman who can be that rock for you, that person who'll support you. You can be that for her, but you also want her to be that for you. So that's how you both support each other. And you want someone you can count on during that time. All right, the third and last thing we want to talk about is how fun is the emotional glue of relationships. I say that all the time, but it's true. What do you do with your best friends? You have fun together. It can be doing nothing. Sometimes that's the craziest time. Sometimes your best memories are when you're just sitting around doing nothing and something happens and everybody starts cracking up or making fun of someone. Why? Because you're having fun together. So you're creating a really strong bond. Whenever you get together with old friends, what happens? You start sharing stories. Stories of what? The fun you had together. Fun is an emotional glue of relationships. It's true in couples. You want to marry a woman you have fun with. You want to date someone you have fun with. But then ultimately, when you have kids, you want to bring that same fun to the family. I see families, they don't do anything together. They don't have fun together. And you know what? They're not very close. It's just the truth. So you want to date someone you can have fun with. And as we said earlier, romance is a great part of relationships, but you also want to include fun in that relationship. Because when you and the person you're dating and ultimately marry can have fun together, well, in that moment, you're really bonding, you're really connecting. And there's just something about that person that you can have an inside joke with. Like you've got friends that you can look at each other at certain moments and you're cracking up inside of your head. Why? Because you have an inside joke nobody else gets. You and them do. You do that with your boys, with your friends. You should do it with your girlfriend, with your wife. You should have inside jokes. You should have things that only you laugh at because that's part of the fun of your relationship. You should also do things like go on adventures, watch funny movies, do things that you enjoy, that you have fun doing together. I'm not saying all your habits have to be together. I'm not saying you always have to do things with your girlfriend or your wife, but you want to find out those things that, what can we do together? What can we do that we enjoy that's fun for us? Because doing that, you'll create those memories. Those memories become a very strong glue to the relationship. And that means a lot to me because before my wife passed away, we did a lot of travel with the family. We just did. And we went to places, we did things, we created a bunch of memories. Sometimes it was a big trip. Sometimes it was just going to the beach and just kind of renting a place and being there for a week. There was big and little, but all the time we made memories. So when she got sick and before she passed away, what did we talk about? What did we do during that time? We talked about the memories. Now with my children, what do? I talk about the memories I had with their mom. We talk about the things we did as a family. And you know why? Because that fun that we had together really brought us together. And what you want to do is marry someone and date people that you have fun with. If you don't have fun with them and you think, well, they're beautiful, David, of course I'm going to date them. No. Why? Because if all they are is someone that's beautiful that you really don't enjoy being around, you're not going to have a great relationship. It's not going to be a long relationship. You're going to maybe use each other in different ways, but that's not going to be fulfilling long term. You want to find someone you can have fun with. That's why that aspect of friendship, the fun aspect, is a very important part of relational success. Hey guys, if you'd like help in these areas, go to thrivingman.com. We have all kinds of things to help you with the mental side, the emotional side, the spiritual side, the physical side. We have all kinds of courses and coaching that can help you be the man you need to be so you can build the life you want to have and have a great legacy. It starts with you leading yourself, leading your family, and then leading in your community. And when you do that, you're going to have great relationships and you're just going to enjoy life more. We'll see you next time.